We never met, so tell me about yourself. Where were you born and raised?
Miami, Florida.
And tell me about your childhood. What was it like?
It was all right. I mean, I was adopted. I was raised by a single parent. He was a cop. I went to high school. I mean, it wasn't anything extravagant. It was normal.
Was there any other siblings?
No.
Just you?
I have four brothers and one sister, but by my biological parents. I was adopted out.
Oh, gotcha. But at some point, you did meet your biological parents?
Yes, but not my siblings.
Gotcha. Well, tell me about high school. What was high school like for you?
I didn't like school. I didn't like high school.
How come?
I don't know. I just didn't get along with people. I wasn't into the whole social thing. I didn't like a lot of people.
Gotcha. Well, what were you doing? Any sports? Any?
I was on the swim team.
Swimmer, nice.
I like to swim.
Yeah. And after high school, where did life lead you after high school?
I lived at home for a long time. Until my dad died, I had several jobs, but I didn't hold them for very long. And then once my dad died, I became homeless, and I was homeless in Florida. And I met a guy and then came here.
Well, tell me about that transition, after your dad passed away.
It was hard because I was used to being at home and I was real sheltered.
What? So how, you didn't keep, was it an apartment? It wasn't a house?
No, it was a house.
Gotcha, but you didn't get to keep the house?
No. His parents, it wasn't a legal adoption, he just took me in.
Oh, gotcha.
So his family really didn't care for me very much, so they didn't leave me with nothing.
So once he passed away,
I was kind of by myself,
alone, by yourself, with nobody?
No, pretty much.
How old were you?
23.
Let's see, I guess a better question is how long ago was that?
Oh, it was over 10 years ago. I'm almost 40 now.
Okay. So. Oh, wow, yeah, gotcha. I mean, so what was that like when you just...
It was scary. I was by myself. It was a learning experience. I wouldn't take it back for anything in the world, though, because, like I said, I was real sheltered, and being out there kind of helped me grow up a little bit in a sense. You know what I mean? I didn't know how to drive. I didn't know how to do anything pretty much. So, on my own, really. So it was a life experience. I got to learn things about people.
Yeah. But so those first nights, did you hook up with a community of people already, or were you by yourself? Or?
No, my neighbors, my homegirl Carol let me stay with her for a few days, and then referred me to a shelter called the Bridge in Fort Lauderdale Beach on A1A, and I went there on and off until I was 21.
Gotcha.
And then my mother took me back to Canada, and then I left Canada after 4 years and came here.
Was this your biological mother?
Yes.
I'm curious about that story. Was there a certain age where you guys connected?
No, I've known her since I was born, but
Okay.
she dropped me off at the person's house that I call my adoptive father.
I see.
So she was a closet alcoholic, and she didn't really care. I don't think she was ready to have any kids.
Gotcha. And you said something about, so you met this guy. What was that story?
Oh, I met him in Canada, and he's from Idaho, and so he was backpacking, and I met him, and I fell in love with him, and his idea was to come back here. So I took a couple years, but I finally got here, and then we ended up breaking up. But not before he ended up getting me strung out on heroin and all that beautiful stuff there.
So was that like the first time you'd ever taken something like
Yes.
hard of a drug?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. This was the first place I did it.
And so where does life lead you after that? So
I've been here the whole time, and I've been on and off homeless and in and out of jail and doing drugs, more drugs.
Yeah.
Now Fetty, so.
Yeah, that's the one that's been around.
That's the one that's around now, yeah.
Yeah. And I could care less if people do drugs. I just look at it as one of many coping mechanisms that people do to help with their pain and suffering and whatever.
Yeah.
Like everyone has that. I have those coping mechanisms.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about your current situation. How long have you been? Oh wait, no, you're in a shelter now.
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
I live in the lakefront community house. It's nice.
Yeah.
It's helping,
Yeah.
It's off the streets. I'm not outside,
How long have you been there?
Maybe 3 months. They help us get into housing afterwards, permanent housing.
Yeah, it's good because the last 3 months, it's been really cold.
Yeah, oh yeah, it's been freezing. Yeah.
You know, except for the last couple of days. So
Yeah, it's just now starting to warm up.
Yeah. Sam, is there anything that you would want the people of Seattle to know?
No, I mean, I love Seattle. I'm glad that I'm here. So that's about it.
Any hopes and dreams for the future?
I hope to get off of dope and try to lead a normal life, you know?
Yeah, tell me about that. What does that look like for you?
I'm new. I'm new in my faith in God, and just to see where God takes me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I mean, my big step is to get off the drugs.
What, does that shelter provide like a
What, treatment?
treatment? Yeah.
No, but they can refer me to treatment.
Yeah. And so what would that look like? Does that mean like you physically go there, knock on the door and say, hey, I want to...
I think they would write a referral and send me there, and yeah, I'd probably do inpatient.
Gotcha. Well, whenever you're ready, I hope that happens. And
I hope it happens for me too.
yeah.
Honestly.
Anything else you want to add?
No, thank you.
Thanks for your time, Sam.
You're welcome.
It was good to hear your voice.
Thank you.
Yeah. Watch that.